We start with breaking news in the University of Idaho student murders. Bryan Kohberger, the 27-year-old accused of killing 4 college students in their off-campus home, stood silent during his arraignment, meaning he elected not to enter a plea.
The judge issuing a not guilty plea on his behalf. This is the latest chapter in the pursuit of justice for Kaylee, Xana, Ethan, and Maddie. The attorney for the Goncalves family saying they are what is important, not the defendant. Our Jordan Smith was in court this morning. He joins us now in studio with emotions from the courtroom and the date of the trial.
Well, it was a tense atmosphere in the courtroom with the families staring daggers at Kohberger as he walked into the room, and you could see some tears being shed by family members as the proceedings got underway. Inside the Latah County Courthouse, a highly anticipated hearing. Bryan Kohberger returning to court, draped in an orange jumpsuit. Judge John Judge recapping the charges brought against him. His answers short and concise.
Do you understand the charge in count 4, murder in the first degree?
Yes.
Do you understand the maximum penalty?
Yes.
The Mogen and Goncalves families both in attendance. Steve Goncalves, Kaylee's father, seldom taking his eyes off of Kohberger. When asked if he was ready to enter a plea, Kohberger's attorney announced he would be standing silent or not entering a plea. The judge entered a plea of not guilty, as is standard in these situations. From there, a 6-week trial was scheduled for October 2nd, just 5 months from now. Prosecutors now have 60 days to determine if they'll pursue the death penalty.
All rise. Thank you very much. Please be seated.
Shortly after his arraignment, a second hearing was held, this time addressing the gag order that's kept information about this case from being released to the public. Both the Goncalves family and a coalition of news outlets, including KXLY, fighting for more information to be made available. The Associated Press arguing that this non-dissemination order violates the First Amendment, causing, quote, irreparable harm. The judge countered, saying he was troubled by that argument.
I would suggest that maybe the Associated Press needs to tone it down, just ratchet down a little bit. There's a lot of potential irreparable harm from media that is affecting a fair trial.
Still, the pursuit for answers is unrelenting for the families of these victims. Shannon Gray, the attorney for the Goncalves family, released a statement, reading in part, quote, "The family would like to thank everyone for continuing to follow this case and keep the memories of Kaylee, Maddie, Xana, and Ethan alive. They are what is important, not the defendant. This is just the beginning of a long journey for all the families, and we are thankful for your continued support and coverage." Now, Judge John Judge also made a comment to hear arguments both for and against having cameras in the courtroom as the trial. At the trial, rather. Those arguments will be a part of the gag order hearing scheduled for June 9th, just a few weeks from now. In studio tonight, Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
Jordan, thank you.